Before the first city was built or any word was written, prehistoric evidence was already etched deep into earth and ice, evidence that has upended everything scientists believed about human origins and lost worlds. Frozen bodies reveal murder from 5,000 years ago. Footprints show ancestors walking upright millions of years earlier than expected. Predator cubs emerge intact from Siberian permafrost, while antlers wider than a car defy understanding. These 5 real prehistoric discoveries remain so extraordinary, even experts are left searching for answers. Stay until the end, because the final discovery rewrites the rules of life itself. The first discovery, Ötzi the Iceman. Location, high in the Ötzi Alps, on the border between Austria and Italy. Estimated age, the remains date between 3,350 BC and 3,105 BC, more than 5,000 years old. How it was found. On September 19, 1991, 2 German hikers, Helmut and Erika Simon, came across what looked like a weathered body emerging from melting glacial ice. What began as a presumed recent accident became a major scientific discovery when authorities recovered the remains and began radiocarbon testing. Scientists were stunned to discover how completely the cold had preserved the body. Skin, bone, internal organs, stomach contents, and tattoos survived. CT scans revealed healed injuries, signs of arthritis, and evidence of chronic parasite infection. His last meal, preserved in the stomach, included fatty ibex meat, red deer, and ancient wheat, a clear snapshot of diet and movement in the mountains. What scientists agree on, despite extensive research, the precise circumstances of his death remain unclear. High-resolution imaging in 2001 revealed a flint arrowhead lodged deep in his left shoulder, likely severing a major artery. Additional wounds and trauma indicate his death was sudden and violent. Researchers agree that the body is an extraordinary time capsule of Copper Age life. Why it changed our understanding? Ötzi's clothing and toolkit opened a window into prehistoric technology and mobility. He wore goatskin leggings, a cloak made from stitched hides, shoes insulated with grass, and a leather belt with a pouch of tools. Most remarkable was a copper-bladed axe, traced by modern analysis to southern Tuscany, hundreds of kilometers away. This find forced experts to reconsider the reach of trade and the sophistication of metalworking in Copper Age Europe. The axe's purity and craftsmanship showed that smelting and metalworking were more advanced and more widely connected than previously believed. Today, Ötzi rests in a climate-controlled chamber at the South Tyrol Museum of Archaeology in Bolzano, Italy. His remains and the artifacts recovered with him continue to challenge assumptions about ancient life, trade, and conflict, and they keep reshaping our picture of Europe's distant past. In 1976, while surveying the dry plains of northern Tanzania, Mary Leakey and her team came across an unassuming layer of pale volcanic ash. What they uncovered would soon rewrite the story of human origins. Beneath the surface, a trail of fossilized footprints stretched for nearly 27 meters, about the length of a city bus, preserved in ash that fell during a distant eruption 3.6 million years ago. Location: Laetoli, in the Ngorongoro Conservation Area, not far from Olduvai Gorge. Estimated age: 3.6 million years old. How it was found: careful excavation revealed around 70 distinct footprints, left by 3 individuals walking side by side across damp, yielding ash. Scientists were stunned to discover that these prints captured a clear, heel-to-toe walking motion. Each step showed a distinct heel strike, a gently arched midfoot, and a push off from aligned toes, features remarkably similar to modern human footprints. Volcanic ash stratigraphy and radiometric dating fixed the prints at 3.6 million years old, making them the oldest direct evidence of upright walking ever found. Most researchers agreed that the makers of these tracks were Australopithecus afarensis, an early human ancestor best known from the famous skeleton nicknamed Lucy. This find forced experts to reconsider the timeline of human evolution. Efficient bipedalism, it turned out, did not wait for larger brains or more modern anatomy. It was already established millions of years earlier than once believed. Despite extensive research, questions remain. Biomechanical models continue to probe the exact gait. Did these hominins walk with a rolling hip or with a stride identical to ours? Was their pace steady or cautious? Their posture fully upright or slightly flexed? The details are still debated, but the main point is clear. The Laetoli footprints captured a snapshot of our ancestors confidently crossing a prehistoric landscape on 2 feet, setting the stage for everything that followed. If you are enjoying these real prehistoric discoveries so far, consider subscribing to Unfold the Truth. New documentary videos are released every day at 8 p.m., so you never miss the next mystery from our distant past. The third discovery is Graecopithecus freybergi, location Southeast Europe, with fossils found in Greece and in Bulgaria. Estimated age around 7.2 million years ago. How it was found: a battered lower jawbone emerged from a German military excavation near Athens in 1944. A single upper premolar was later recovered from the Asmaka quarry in Bulgaria in 2012. Despite extensive research, only these 2 dental fragments exist. Scientists were stunned to discover that high-resolution CT scans revealed fused premolar roots and a reduced canine root. Those dental traits are more typical of humans and early hominins than of living great apes. What scientists agree on is simple. The material is fragmentary, and the evidence is too limited to overturn the strongest fossil and genetic evidence that points to early hominins in Africa. The original research team argued these traits could place Graecopithecus on the human side of the evolutionary split, but most paleoanthropologists remain cautious. This find forced experts to reconsider the timing and geographic boundaries of the human evolutionary split, while also reminding researchers that dental variation can occur within apes. Graecopithecus stands as a reminder that fragmentary evidence demands careful interpretation. Each new discovery can challenge accepted models, but rarely settles the debate. In the frozen ground of Yakutia in northeastern Siberia, mammoth tusk hunters uncovered something no one expected. The near-perfect body of a cave lion cub, later named Sparta, was recovered. Scientists were stunned to discover that the cub's golden fur, delicate whiskers, and even internal organs had survived 28,000 years locked in permafrost. Sparta was found in 2017 along the Semuelyak River. It is one of the best preserved Ice Age mammals ever recovered. A second cub, Boris, was found just 15 meters away, but from a different era, 43,000 years old. Both were only 1 or 2 months old when death came, likely buried alive by a sudden collapse in their den or a crack opening in the permafrost above. Despite extensive research into Ice Age remains, transporting these fragile mummies from the Arctic tundra to research labs required careful coordination. Field teams worked quickly, keeping the cubs frozen at all times to prevent decay. Once in the lab, CT scans revealed intact skeletons and soft tissues, while ancient DNA analysis confirmed their identity: Panthera spelaea, the cave lion. This species split from modern lions about 500,000 years ago. Unlike bones alone, these cubs offered a direct look at Ice Age predators, their fur patterns, body proportions, and even clues to their last meals. This extraordinary preservation forced experts to reconsider how much information about extinct animals can survive in permafrost, opening new possibilities for understanding the lost world of the Pleistocene. And the final prehistoric find may be the most biologically extreme animal ever uncovered by science. And the final prehistoric find may be the most biologically extreme animal ever uncovered by science. Beneath the peat bogs of Ireland and the lake beds scattered across Eurasia, workers have unearthed skeletons that defy easy explanation. The Irish elk, Megaloceros giganteus, stood nearly 2 meters tall at the shoulder, about the height of a modern horse. But it was the antlers that truly set this animal apart. They stretched over 3.5 meters wide and weighed up to 40 kilograms, making them the largest antlers ever carried by any known deer. Peat cutters and fishermen who pulled these bones from the ground often described the sheer scale as almost unbelievable. Radiocarbon dating places most Irish elk remains between 12,000 and 10,500 years ago, Just as the last ice age was ending, scientists were stunned to discover antlers of such scale preserved in peat and lake sediments. What scientists agree on is that the Irish elk was a real species with extraordinary antler anatomy, and that these remains provide direct evidence about Ice Age ecosystems. Despite extensive research, scientists still debate how such enormous antlers were possible. Some studies point to sexual selection, where larger antlers meant greater success in attracting mates. Other studies argue that changing habitats and dwindling resources made these extravagant displays a costly burden. Biomechanical models show that the antlers, though massive, were balanced close to the skull and supported by powerful neck and shoulder muscles. This find forced experts to reconsider the limits of natural selection, revealing how evolution can push anatomy to the very edge of what is physically possible. Prehistoric discoveries continue to rewrite our origins in real time. Each unearthed body, footprint, or fossil forces us to question what we know about survival, extinction, and adaptation. As new finds emerge every year, the story of our deep past is far from finished. What will we uncover next?